Hello there, football management fans. Welcome back to the fifth and final episode of the Premier Manager 99 playthrough, at least for the first season. I would like to continue this and fire some highlights up at some stage in the future, maybe 2 seasons in, 5 seasons in, and just let you know how it's gone on, see if I can actually turn this around and play to the end of one of the saves, because I mentioned in one of the comments I would like to do that with one of the games, but we won't be watching the whole journey. Now, we said we were coming back in the final episode with 3 games to remain. There are actually 5 games left because we are trying to get our hands on this. It is the Premiership Trophy, and we've never won this on the channel, but we're going to try and grab it now. And the reason we're back is because we've got Everton, who you may remember are top of the league. So they are top of the league going into this. They're 3 points ahead of us, and I believe in these remaining games we also have Blackburn, because having a think about it, we've only played them once in the league because we lost them in the FA Cup and the League Cup final, which you saw last time out. Now, we've got a bit of a dilemma in terms of fitness here. So, Pauluka in goals, Neville, who isn't fit, but I've been my only right-sided defender that I'm trusting for this game. Henningberg, then I've got Nadal and Stam, so I've got my strongest centre-backs there. Then I've got McAllister and Keane in midfield, so I've got the experience. Although Roy Keane is only about 27 on this, I believe. And up front, we've got Suka and York, because Ronaldo is on an 87 fitness, and I'm a big believer that the fitness is really important on this. And then I've got Jasper the Destroyer, my top scorer for the season. Now, we are going to see what can we do against Everton here. Can we get a win that gets us back fully in this title race, or are they going to pull 6 points ahead? I can't imagine being a Liverpool fan, or David Unsworth has spun on, and Alex Cleland has given them the lead, and Dwight York has been sent off. That was a terrible couple of minutes for me. Tell you what, I've got Solskjaer there on the right. Let's fire him on for York. And I was just saying, I can't imagine if you were a Liverpool fan, what would you want on this scenario? And it'd probably not be this. Gareth Valerie has put them 2 up, and then Cleland has scored again, and we are now 3-0 down in a crunch must-win game against Everton, and I'm reeling here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 4-3-3, and I'm going to leave 2 in midfield. So York is out there. So who have I got up front? I've got Keane has now dropped up. McAllister. So I'm going to get rid of. Do you know what? I'm going to put Jasper Blomqvist up front. I'm going to play 2 in midfield because, you know. Come on, let's get Andy on. This is your chance, Andy Cole. You've not got a league goal all season. Can you help me get back in this tie? 3-0 down, away at Goodison. Match day 34. Everton cruising. McAllister, though, has got me 1 back. They've just made a sub. Danny Williamson has come on for whoever was there before. Oh, they're 4. I was going to say, I'm going to make another change and go 4-3-3 attack, but it's not going to matter now. Let's get the long ball on. Why not? And I'll need to make sure I change that. But Gareth Valley's added a second, and we are in serious jeopardy now. 5-1. David Unsworth up top, and we got Gary McAllister scored a second. But we are in serious jeopardy of not getting any silverware. We're also in serious jeopardy of potentially finishing 4th if Sheffield Wednesday have won. And we got Derby County coming up. So let's have a check of the league table. So Everton, 6 points clear, or 5 points clear of Blackburn, because there were those with 4 to play. Here we go, guys. Match day 35. 26,000 from Pride Park, and I need to try and restore some pride after that terrible defeat to Everton. Now I have gone with 4-3-3 attack, and I've put it on long ball because, you know, it needs must. I've got pretty much the same. Well, I've got the same defense as last time, but I've gone with Solskjaer, Suka, and Andy Cole in attack, and then we've got Popescu of the right midfield, McAllister through the middle, and then Jasper the Destroyer on the left. They have got Bayanu, Wangchop, and Sturridge up front, so I'm reached the stage now where I'm trying to match their 4-3-3, and hopefully we can get a better result than you just saw, although it's early on and they're shading all of the shots and all of the possession, and we are struggling, aren't we? We've only had 1 shot. I've got more attacking, and it's made us worse somehow. Igor Stimic has picked up a card. This is a bit more like it. I'm now thinking, did I leave it on long ball or did I change it back to passing? But at least we've got to half time and no right back has had a double. But we are getting to the stage here. 30 minutes to go. I'm going to change this. Tell you what, let's get it on long ball. We've not got a very good midfield. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move Solskjaer into that right-hand side Popescu role, and I'm going to bring on Sheringham. And we've gone long ball, got Solskjaer, Suka, Cole, and Sheringham on there. Can we do anything? Coming back with a 5-2 defeat. Oh, Blomqvist, he's got us back in this, and we've got a second. It is Sheringham, but Lars Bohinen, legend of the previous game, has scored. But the legend of this save, Jasper Blomqvist, I don't even care that Neville is injured, has fired 2 in, and we are 2 up, 2 goals clear even. Cruising. Let's have a check of the match ratings. Andy Cole 6. He's been such a disappointment. Blomqvist with a 9. Let us see, have Everton won, or has that all been for naught? So there we are. It's kept us. We've pulled away from Sheffield Wednesday, so we've hopefully clinched third, which is probably not what Man United fans were aiming for coming into this season. But we've got a chance. We've got a very slight chance. Let's have a look at the next game. Oh, so that's not ideal. We're at home to Leeds, and I believe I saw them up there. Look, they are 5th, so that is a tricky tie. But we've got a chance. We're still in this, and I would love it if we beat Everton. So here we are, match day 36. Leeds United have got Hasselbank and Clyde Wynyard, the Dutch duo up front, but they've only got a rating of 56. So I've left it on 4-3-3. I've left quite a few things the same, apart from 2 changes. Roy Keane is back, but he's playing on the right-hand side, McAllister through the middle of those 3 in midfield. And then we've gone for Solskjaer, Ronaldo returns, and Suka up front. Let us see, 53,000 expecting Man United fans. Can we get a win? And hopefully Everton draw or lose. And Ronaldo has scored, so we're 1 up. He's probably not used to long ball, but it's happening. We've had 1 shot and we've scored from it. So I will take that. Miguel Nadal, though, is worrying me with his yellow card because we're 2 games into this episode. It's 2-0, though. Jasper the Destroyer, easing my nerves. I was just saying, 2 games in and we've not had a red card yet, which seems unheralded. But we've made it to half-time and it is 2-0. I'm going to, if we get to 60, I think I'm going to sub one of those suspended, one of those yellow carded attackers, defenders off. And I said attackers because Ronaldo is the attacker and he has added a second. And I'm considering resting him. Let's take Nadal off even, because he is on an 80 fitness. I've got John Curtis in actually. I forgot I missed that change. So Curtis has come in as well. We're cruising here, beating Leeds. We needed this. Let's get Teddy Sheringham on. Tell you what, let's get Paul Scholes on up front for Solskjaer. Let's give him a rest. Hopefully, just going to see this match out. 3-0. Going to go straight to the league table. I'm going to go to the results, actually. You can't see the fixtures of the teams prior to the games, but you can see the results. So we're looking for Blackburn Rovers and Everton. And I can't see either of them. Sheffield Wednesday have beaten Liverpool 4-3. Everton have lost 3-0 to Charlton. I have found that. And Blackburn have drawn 0-0 with Spurs. Who says Spurs can't be involved in title races, eh? So we are back within 3 points with 2 games to go. They've got far superior goal difference to us, although they've let in nearly 10 more than us. But we've wrestled ahead of Blackburn, and Blackburn are in a bit of danger there of Sheffield Wednesday overtaking them. So if I can't have first, I definitely want runners up. I can't be finishing behind Everton, Blackburn, and Sheffield Wednesday. So transfer window is still open because this is the glorious time where there is no transfer windows. I tried to sign Cachero Ferrara from Juve to cover for that injured Gary Neville, but he's not agreed personal terms, even though I offered him the customary house and car because I was desperate. Now here we go. Match day 37. We need this to be in with a chance. They've got ex-player Gary Pallister there, so I'm worried about him scoring, obviously. Let's check our fitness. And I am going to name an unchanged squad or an unchanged team. Let's get Dwight York back on the bench. Tell you what, no, let's get Dwight York in for Solskjaer because of his 99 hit fitness. Now, we do have a positive that Nicky Butt has returned. He's up to a 90 fitness rating, so he's probably not going to be back on the bench yet. But we do have that option. I'll tell you what, let's put him on for Popescu. Welcome back, Nicky Butt. We've not seen him since like episode 2. Prior to the leg pandemic breaking out. So Riverside Stadium, 28,000. Can we get another win? Can Ronaldo and Jasper the Destroyer put us to another victory and put this to the final day of the season? I didn't even check where Middlesbrough were. They were top half, I believe, because they were up there at one stage. Right, so we went 1-0 down to a Dean Gordon goal, but Henning Berg, makeshift left back, has immediately responded. And they've got that 4-5-1 system. And we're doing all the work here. I'm not sure. Should I whack this back to passing? Yep, Stam has scored. I'm not touching anything. They've got a card. Ronaldo has been booked, so I'm immediately removing him from the field because we need him. On you go, Solskjaer. Tell you what, am I going to bring... No, I'm going to leave... No, do you know what? I am going to bring him on. I'm going to bring him on the left-hand side for Blomqvist, who is too important to be leaving on there with a fitness rating of 80, heading into a potential must-win title decider on the final day of the season. Yes! Imagine me running around on the pitch right now. So, some solid ratings overall. Yep, Stam with a 9, got the goal. Couldn't get the strikers and the midfielders scoring, but the defenders have stepped up and helped us out. They've cancelled out that Dean Gordon opener, and we have won that. Let's get over to the fixtures. Are we lucky enough that Everton have lost again? They have lost again. Coventry 3, Everton 1. Let me do that again. Coventry City 3, Everton 1. That was the result we were listening for, if you were a fan. Here's a result that would have been strange. Blackburn Rovers 3, Aston Villa 7. I can't believe there's been a 7-3. So, have Sheffield Wednesday won? Sheffield Wednesday have lost 2-1 to Newcastle. So we have had a perfect round there. Let's have a look at the league table. So, final day of the season, we are just behind, and we are tied on goal difference and points. I'm presuming Everton are top due to having scored more than us. But look, 88 to 66, and we've got 78 to 56. So this could go down to how many goals do we win or lose by, depending on how these results go. I wish I knew who Everton were playing. Hopefully they're playing Villa, although they're 9th. I was going to say, because they just put 7 past Blackburn. Blackburn, who've got 94 goals, but 75 conceded. So, final day of the season. We do have Blackburn Rovers, Saturday the 8th of May, 99. There was no Champions League after this. This is it, because we are out of everything else. This is our one and only chance. And I'm already starting to feel like I'm probably going to lose, but Everton will lose, because that would be the most miserable way for the series to end. Now, I'm already a bit nervous that Gary Flitcroft is playing because I feel like that guy hates me. And then they've got their Kevins in attack of Davies and Gallagher. So Sutton is not playing at the minute. He may be on the bench. Let's have a check of their team. 65, 64, 55, 80. They don't look that bad. And now, is there anything we need to do or we need to change, or are we keeping it as is? I'm not going to bring Schmeichel back in. So I don't want to tempt risking it. I'm going to put Andy Cole on the bench, despite his complete ineffectiveness this year. And then where is Gary Neville? Gary Neville's an 82. I don't think I want to risk that. I'm going to bring Popescu back on for Butt. So there will be no return to action this year for Nicky Butt, I'm afraid. I'll tell you what, let's get Ronnie Johnson on for David May. So here we go. Final game of the season. Everything on the line. Paluca in goals. Curtis right back. Henningberg makeshift left back. Miguel Nadal and Jaap Stam, the centre backs. We've got Keane to the right. McAllister through the centre. Blomqvist left. And then York, Ronaldo, and Suka. And I'm already like, should I take McAllister out for Scholes? But I'm not. I'm going to leave him in because we need this. We've not beaten Blackburn all year. We're 0 for 3 against them. We got knocked out of the cup by them. We've taken a 1-0 lead by them, which might be our first lead against them at all this series or this season. Either of them works. So Henningberg booked. Ronaldo, I'm starting to believe. This is dangerous game. Ronaldo's got a brace. I'm really starting to believe. Can he get a hat-trick? It's not even half-time yet. Now, this is all going to be for nothing if Everton also win. Gary Flitcroft. The man who hates me. Right. Let's have a look. I'm going to take Henningberg off. Bring Jonsson on at left-back. Tell you what, let's also get Scholes on for McAllister. Paul Scholes got his booking, but we're doing this. I'm starting to believe. I'm glad I took Berg off because Johnson has been booked. Now, we have won 3-0. We have potentially just won the Premier League, or we've potentially just had a very anticlimactic second. Something is happening. We've done it. Everton have obviously lost or drawn. And there is a very ugly in-game manager. I missed the message because I was hoisting the Premier League trophy, but we have taken the Premier League trophy from Everton, which takes some of the gravitas away. But Ronaldo has got to double figures in the league. Miguel Nadal, the signings. I am starting to look like a genius. Obviously, didn't get the other trophies that Ferguson got. But let's not look at that. Let's see what has happened to Everton. Oh, Everton won 1-0, but because of our 3 goals, we have beat them on goal difference. Sheffield Wednesday have drawn and I was going to say, what result did Blackburn have? They were obviously playing us, so they have lost. So let's see, what does that do for the final table? Played 38, won 22, drawn 6, lost 10. Scored 81, let in 56. So the defence in the end has helped us. We have got the best defence in the league. Well, look at Forest, 104. That's not good. Let's just have a check. Who's gone down? Leicester, Forest, and Wimbledon going down. But we have done it. We have done it, people. Thank you for believing and thank you for sticking with me. I was talking before, or I had on my little teletext graphic, Mason denies hiring was a mistake. Look how well that gag has panned out, because we are Premier League champions, having come into the episode in third and had to come from behind to overtake both Everton and Blackburn, who we played. Now, obviously, the Everton result didn't go in our favour, or as we would have wanted, but look at all the drama that has then added. We are just going to click through. I don't think there's going to be anything else now. We've seen the hideous man lifting the trophy, and we've taken that. But let us just see what is going to happen. I don't know if the FA Cup has been played, or if the Champions League has been played, or the Super League, as it is known, has been played yet. So we'll go through, and if it follows 98, there will be John Curtis, league winner. Now he's off to Bury, who pipped me. Do you know what? I'm not accepting that because they beat me to the Division 1 title on LMA Manager on the original, and I am petty about that. It's nice to see that people are offering for players again, though. It's like there was an unofficial transfer window. So we're into June now. Here we go. Premier League is Man United, Everton, Rovers, and then Wednesday we saw that Wimbledon Forest relegated. Let's just have a check of who's coming up. So you've got Sunderland, Bolton Wanderers, West Brom coming up, and then Crewe, Portsmouth, Swindon were relegated. Let's check. The FA Cup was won by West Brom, so they've had an amazing year in the Championship, as we would call it these days. League Cup, wished I hadn't brought that up because we obviously knew that. Charity Shield, wished I hadn't brought that up. Maybe it was not been a good season, but I will be back in the League Cup at least. And then the Super League has been won by Inter Milan over Bayern Munich. And there we are, people. I believe. Oh no, I was going to say that one. That should be the end of the season. Andy Cole is off to Bolton Wanderers. Have they just come up? Did they get relegated? Yeah, he's not been good, so I'm going to accept that, even though we're not continuing. Doesn't have to move house, at least. Who is this? Wes Brown, off to Walsall. So, trimming off some of the guys that I was desperate to get rid of this year. Henning Berg, you're not having him for less than $1 million, Leicester. Right, so there we go. Super League qualifiers were Man United, West Brom, back in the Premier League and in Europe, Blackburn Rovers for the League Cup, and then Everton in there because of their runners-up, but they would absolutely be kicking themselves. So it's now taking us through to picking our friendlies, but we are going to leave it there. So thank you to everyone who has joined us along the way. I'm going to end with my little shot of my glorious Premier League trophy that I won. Sod those players. Those were just instruments doing my bidding, and we've left that very late. So I've now added the Premier League, the first Premier League since I started this extended playthrough project. There's going to be a little bit of a mini break now because I'm away next week, but please let me know what would you like me to look at next on the channel, and we might pick one of the games from within the community, the community suggestions. Rather than going straight to a management game, I'm going to have another one of the games where you play the arcade type of titles. And if you want me to have a look at something that's not, because we've been very PlayStation heavy, if you've got me any suggestions other than Ultimate Soccer Manager, because I still can't get that to run properly yet on PC, let me know, because I'd love to know what you guys want to watch. Thank you very much. Please keep an eye out for the winners merch that will be up on the store soon.